Okay, guys. So let's finish what we can finish. Frederick Seychelles.
Traveler, please, have you heard tidings of the Edrold family? I've just come from their manor, and they're gone. Just gone.
Tell me what's wrong.
I've just arrived from Wayrest. Preparations are underway for my Arlie and I to be married. When I returned, the estates were deserted. Her family, the servant, gone. I don't know what could have happened to them.
Now, any idea where they might have gone?
I don't. Arlie's parents have owned this estate since before I was born. We were to be wed here, but a month from now. I know that Rivenspire has bigger problems right now, but this is my future. Will you help me look for them?
Now we can search together.
Thank you. I'm fairly competent with a dueling blade, but I'm out of my element here. Let's start in the manor house. There has to be some clue there.
What else can you tell me about the situation?
Not much to say, really. I was in Wayrest, sealing writs and appropriating documents in preparation for the wedding. To come back only to find my beloved missing. It's most disheartening.
Your beloved, that could be Arlie.
The Lady Arlie Edrold, of the Westmark Edrolds. A storied family of some means. Arlie's granddam was a powerful mage, you see. Her adventures took her all over Tamriel. We were betrothed when we were children, and this has been my home ever since.
Okay. Search the house, okay.
Quiet as the grave. Wherever they are, they're not here. That trapdoor led down to an undercroft beneath the manor, but Arlie's mother sealed it up long ago.
This one, okay.
Arlie's room. Dear sweet Arlie. If anything's happened to her, I don't know what I'll do. I grew up in these rooms. They're just as I left them.
Cassandra Edwards' Journal, Volume 3. As the eve of Frederick's return approaches, Arlie continues to withdraw into herself. The power Dulcie has over her is overwhelming, and even my motherly attentions lose their effectiveness before her constant presence. Alan has confronted Dulcie at last, though I fear it was to no avail. The brute has had time to prepare her arguments, and from the look on my husband's face, they are quite formidable. He should not have allowed himself to become so attached to the lass. I knew the moment we took her in that no good could come of it. Despite the difficulties in acquiring the necessary materials, everything has been laid out and prepared. Alan is nervous as I am about what might come. Somehow Dulcie has managed to quail even his brave heart. No matter, I am certain justice will prevail in the end.
Dulcie was causing her worry. The servant? My word! We should search her quarters. Perhaps something there will hint at what happened.
No, Dulcie is the servant, okay.
There! Stendhal's mercy. Better have left some clue. This might be it.
What?
This seems to be Dulcie's diary. She was concerned. She writes about Arlie's sad smiles. Missing me, no doubt. She brought Arlie flowers. And then they went to the windmill. Oh dear.
What's wrong?
Well, it's just that the windmill is our spot. Me and Arlie's. It's where we went to, you know, rendezvous. So why would she take Dulcie there? It doesn't make any sense.
What else does it say?
Not much. Not about that, anyway. Wait. They saw the Baroness hide something away at the windmill. It doesn't say what. Traveler, the Baroness never goes out there. Why would she hide something?
Anything else?
Nothing. Nothing. but I'm shaking like a leaf. Here, take it away from me. Let's go. Let's check out the windmill.
An Orc's Guide to Tamriel. By Lura Gro Bosgor. When passing through the halls and camps of men and Ma, it is important to remember that their sense of justice is not immediate as the Code of Moloch demands. A thief in Daggerfall, for example, might expect to be imprisoned for a number of days. By comparison, a murderer might sit for years in a dank cell awaiting some petty law to decide his guilt. Be therefore careful in exacting your wrath upon those who wrong you. Though swift justice is to be lauded among civilized people, it is often misinterpreted as brawling or worse, grievous assault, where local custom is used to a less efficient response. Similarly, the rules of such far-off lands do not appreciate or even allow challenges from below, where single combat is a commonly accepted remedy for poor leadership among our own people. Less civilized societies have yet to discover its practical efficiency and will frequently allow others to demonstrate their strength for them. Take care then in voicing your opinion among such folk, for it may swiftly and violently strike down. Instead, find others who share your beliefs and let your numbers carry you to victory. Finally, the arts of fine craftsmanship are often stunted in far-off lands. Though the elven peoples of Somerset and Vardenfell have some grasp of refined forging, the men of Cyrodiil and the far north do not. In some of the more benighted areas, they even view alloyed iron as an acceptable metal for working arms and armor. Unalloyed iron as an acceptable metal. Okay. Be not afraid to best their backward practices. Your efforts will bring respect and admiration upon our people, and your name will spread far and wide. So this guide is on Dulki. So it means that Dulki was an orc, right? He is or she is an orc. I think it's a girl. Approach the windmill. Okay, I'm searching.
When we were children, Arlie and I came here to get away from the world. What I wouldn't give to have her with us now.
Dusty paper. These papers are an old correspondence detailing a series of landholding disputes between the Edrold family and Fel's Run. Okay. Torn clothing. Scraps of damaged clothing in sore need of repair. Oh, it's on the top. Okay. Backpack. Camp supplies. Moth-eaten canvas and moldy cases of hard tack fill this old camp supply kit. Okay. Thing is outside. Toolbox. Unusual key. The key is unnaturally cold to the touch. This key is unnaturally cold to the touch.
That's the key to the Undercroft. That must have been what the Baroness hid here. Why? We should investigate.
Let me read. Lysandra Edrell's Journal, Volume 1. My daughter has become quite maudlin since Frederick left for Wayrest. I have assured her that all will be right when he returns, but she remains quite dour. I've taken the liberty of sending to Fel's Run for a cask of Lawny port. Such is hard to come by with the growing trouble in the region, and spirits from the arbours of Somerset are always a welcome reprieve from our local distillations. Surely their bright and sunny notes will bring her aught but cheer. Arlie came to me this evening in tears. It would seem Dulki, simpleton that she is, has managed to cause her no end of distress. While I can understand how it might be difficult for her to fathom that she does harm with her attentions, that is no excuse. If only Frederick were here. His constant company has always comforted our dearest daughter. What I wouldn't give for him to return on the morrow. Okay, it means in the morning. No matter how strongly I word my arguments, Alan seems unconcerned. He is rather attached to that servant girl. Doesn't he see what's at stake here? If Dulki is allowed to interfere with our daughter's wedding, it could ruin us all. Such self-indulgence is abominable. I'll not allow her to continue this harassment. Alan is the husband of this Cassandra Edrold. Alan Edrold is the patriarch.
Arlie told her mother. Then it's true. It's all true.
Yeah.
The Undercroft. Steel yourself. We don't know what's down there.
The sigil stone is a specimen of pre-mythic quasi-crystalline. Okay. Lysandra Androl's Journal, Volume 2. Alan continues to believe this association between our daughter and Dulcie is but a passing fancy that we should allow it to play out. He hasn't had to look into her eyes and see the terrible divide it has created within her. She's torn with herself, and I will not watch her rent asunder while we stand helpless by. If he will not do anything about it, I shall take matters into my own hands. Went to talk with the constable today only to find her in her cups. It would seem her estate is not alone in its troubles. There has been a power shift in Felsrun. I will explore Felsrun after this. What's going on here? Her replacement was not helpful, nor was he forthcoming as to why. It would seem that the town will no longer bother itself with our affairs, nor ensure our protection. The nerve of the man. When this business with Dulcie is settled, I will have strong words for his superiors in Shornham. Opened the Undercroft for the first time in ages. When we locked it up after Alan's mother died, I had hoped we would never open it again, but it is my only hope now. I found it, a ragged old book detailing what is necessary to contact Merun's Dagon, Daedric Prince of Change. What the fuck? If they can alter our fate, it will be him. The ritual seems simple enough, though I know dabbling with even the simplest of conjurations can prove dangerous. Still, what choice do I have? I have dispatched a courier to Shornhelm for the necessary components. We'll have to be discreet about it, but I trust Alison to be discreet. Oh my god.
Harley's mother did this? She summoned a Daedric prince to... But why?
Bro. Oh, this looks like...
Us mercy!
This looks like an Oblivion portal. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Oh my god.
What is that? Are you seeing this?
Yeah, I see it. This is not good.
Why would the Baroness do this?
So the Baroness is a mage?
No! I mean, yes. Not one of any note. She knew a few spells. I think Arley's granddam taught her. But a Daedric prince?
What do you think happened?
Nothing good. Come on, we need to keep looking.
Home of Daedric portals. Oh shit. By the Sinistral Apprentice, Dr. Sal, remember the most important thing is to pay homage to the flames of the Deadlands first. As discussed in Liminal Bridges, the transport time circumpenetration of the limen requires the cooperation, implicit or otherwise, of a Daedra Lord. Unfortunately for the conjurer of modest means, the process described is costly, highly esoteric, and impossibly dangerous. Fortunately, for the practically minded practitioner of conjurational studies, there is another option. Drags of the Deadlands have been known to offer the use of existing sigil stones in crossing the traverse. Though the purposes of said beings must be regarded with very suspicion, it is frequently possible to engage in transliminal studies with minimal risk to one's person, especially if one's go-between is supplied with sufficient motive. The Deadlands, of course, are filled with searing heat and suffocating ash, but if you find a way to quench these things, their secrets and those of Oblivion itself lie at your fingertips. Take heed then and read well of what fates befell those who first attempted contact with these domains. First there was the scholar Daron, who thought the sheer power of elemental flame would be enough to initiate contact with the Dremora of the Deadlands. Though his attempt was impressive, indeed, the fire instilled in the walls of his hovel would go on to spark one of the worst wildfires in Valenwood history. They ultimately proved futile. Her ashes were never recovered. Believing Daron was onto something, Ulpion of First Toll sought to insulate the flames with compacted earth. By all accounts, he nearly succeeded, but when his chambers burst from the walls of the Crystal Tower, his apparatus lost focus, collapsing the gateway upon itself. In the end, it was the Naga, Avumar, whose multifarious approach led to the final revelation. Once the flames were lighted, it was Avumar who thought to use an earthen vessel to convert the immense energy into steam. Once her boiler reached sufficient temperature, she was able to converse with a Dremora of some power on the other side. Relieved, no doubt, at her success in the face of her predecessor's failure, Avumar quickly agreed to the terms of the Dremora's contract. An ominous decision, it turns out, that ultimately led to the fall of Thorn. Take care, therefore, in your attempts to contact the Deadlands, for good seldom comes out of agreements made in haste with the creatures who call it home. Achieve minor attunement. Basin of Earth.
Nothing.
Oh, it's written here, right? Yeah. Yeah, so first was the scholar Darren who, so first is the flame. Insulate the flame by earth. So flame, earth, and steam, I guess. Okay. Flame, earth, and steam. Flame.
What did you just do? It's getting hot over here.
This is steam, I guess. Yeah, so flame, earth, insulate the flames. Earth.
The air is starting to fill with dust.
Yeah, and now steam, so it'll open the portal.
That did it.
Let's go to the Deadlands.
Marley!
What the hell? Dookie.
Thrice damned hero you are. If my ribs weren't so bruised, I'd give you.
What happened, Arlie?
Thank the eight. When we found the portal closed, I feared the worst.
Are you alright?
A little tired, but unhurt. Dulcie and I managed to overpower our captors. Mother and father, they're still trapped. I'm afraid to ask, but would you be willing to look for them?
Yeah, of course,
Frederick brought you, didn't he? I knew he'd not forget me, but I worried. Dulcie, will you go with our new friend? I need a moment with Frederick.
Frederick insisted I help.
I knew he wouldn't abandon me. Thank you for coming. If we get through this, we will be in your debt.
How did you get here?
During the night, there was a crash, and then these terrible creatures crawled up out of the basement. Father, he tried to fight them off, but they overwhelmed him. They caught us and dragged us here, to this awful place.
Did you see where they took your parents?
No, but there are ruins everywhere. Maybe near one of those? I'm sorry, but I'm not sure.
No.
Let's get moving. Arlie, be safe.
Please, my friend. If anyone can save Arlie's mother and father.
Oh, look at this Deadlands. Yes. Oh, Dulkie's coming with me. Okay.
Please, don't tell Arlie this. Her mother's responsible for bringing us here. She may just make out to see us.
Yeah, I know. What are you doing, Dulkie? You're not even fighting. Just go back. Stupid servant.
Hey,
Hello.
over here! Help, please!
Trying to help with.
Daedra everywhere. Took my wife, my daughter.
Your daughter is safe. I'll find your wife. Go get to the
I
portal.
don't know who you are, stranger, but thank you. Be careful. These Daedra, they're animals.
Bro, they're not animals. Animals are really nice. Daedra is not animal.
This lava goes on as far as I can see. How can anything live in this place?
The Deadlands, of course. The realm of Melon's Playground. I mean, there is a Deadlands zone in here, so we can explore it. Good quests and stuff. Oh, there she is. I see her.
Please, I don't want to die.
Why did you call this Daedra a stupid Cassandra Emerald?
The Daedra. They took my little girl, Arlie. Have you seen my Arlie?
She's safe, don't worry.
Oh, thank Julianos. I should have never gone into the Undercroft. I should have never taken that key.
What did you...
Ask Dolki. None of this would have happened if she... But it doesn't matter now. I just want Arlie to be happy again.
You put her in danger.
You're right. I should have listened to Alan. He said we should just wait it out. He was right.
Get to safety, your daughter is waiting.
One last thing. The Daedric Lord here, Valark, has a relic called a Sigil Stone. It's attuned to our manor in Rivenspire. If it isn't destroyed, she could come through at any time. Please, promise me you'll destroy it.
I promise I'll do it.
Thank you. Julianos guide you in your quest.
That's where they keep the Sigil Stone.
Oh, hello, Valark.
Another mortal come to play? Well now, I've broken a sweat. I've not had this much.
Funny. She's not as scary now.
Yep.
Arlie!
Such an awful place. I could have lived my entire life without knowing of such things.
My friend, you are truly a hero worthy of song. I can't begin to express the depth of my thanks. You've done so much for me already. Might I ask your advice?
About what?
My future. As we've walked together, I've come to see how small my life really is. If you hadn't come along, my dearest Arlie and her family would be dead. And perhaps myself as well. I feel... perhaps I should strike out on my own. Become like you.
Wait, I need to talk to the others. Oh, they're not here. They went out. Okay. No, I don't think so. I think you just stay here, dude.
My friend, my future.
Stay here. Be
As
happy
we've
with
walked
what you
together,
have.
You are right. Of course. Had I not left, none of this would ever have happened. There is something to be said for strength of arms, but it is not to be my lot in life.
Oh. It's a rare crash. Why did I disconnect? Hello, Dolky.
And everything goes back to the way it was? I don't know how I feel about that.
What do you mean?
Federic's back. And Arlie, she really does care for him. Seeing the look on her face as he stepped through that portal.
Yeah.
I'm just a servant. If me being around causes problems for her, maybe I shouldn't stay.
Yeah, get out there, see the world and make a name for yourself.
I will. And if I return, it will be as an orc who has struck her name into the face of the world.
Thank you, my friend, for inspiring me. Before you go, Arlie wants to speak with you. She's waiting just outside.
I mean, Dolki should not stay here. She's distracting Arlie and all this.
I know you were only thinking of me, Mother, but I sometimes wonder about your temper.
Hello, Arlie.
Oh, our savior, thank you again for everything you've done.
You wish to speak with me?
Only to say that without you, none of this would have been possible. My father, my mother, Dulki, maybe even Frederick, we would all be dead right now. If you ever have need of a home, please, you will be welcome here.
Yeah, I remember that. Arlie Adrold bestowed this elegant headpiece for saving her and her family.
Arlie, I know this is sudden, but I'm leaving for Wayrest.
What? But why?
I've learned all I can here. These last few days have taught me anything. It's that I must learn to stand on my own.
I think I understand. But Dulki, you will always have a place here.
Baroness, I know you're angry with me, but I have always thought of you as a mother. I will try to do you proud.
Dulki, I may have overreacted. Know that I am sorry for what happened. I should have listened to Alan.
Take care of yourselves. I will write when I can.
We'll miss you.
And you.
I am sorry to see Dulki go, but it really is for the best. Soon my Arlie will be happily married and we can all get on with our lives.
I'll miss Dulki. She was a good friend.
Yeah, I think you had an affair, but whatever. This is the reason I'm sending her out. And Dulki is nice. She doesn't mean anything bad. But... Hello, Alan.
Our home is yours to stay in for as long as you like. It's the least we can do.
Where's Frederick? I asked him to stay. I don't know where he is. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Felstone now. I can also go to North Point, but I think I'll finish Felstrons first.
Too old, my tusk. I'll show him too old.
What happened?
What's this? Another stranger strutting into my town? Perfect. They'll probably give you the mayor's job. Experience? Phew, you don't need that. Just ask the new constable.
You seem frustrated.
Me? No. Why would I be frustrated? 10 years as town constable, and the mayor just up and decides to fire me the other day. Can you imagine? Says I'm getting too old, and the new constable will do a better job. The dung-heap bastard.
Who's the new constable?
That's the thing, no one even knows him. Gavindian, that's his name. He and his bailiff sauntered into town last week, and now he's constable? Something smells wrong. Say, think you could poke around and try to find out what's really going on?
Alright, I'll talk to people and see what I can learn.
Sad times when I have to rely on a stranger. But I do appreciate you asking around. The mayor, the jeweler, the miller, they're all acting strangely. There's something they're not saying. I'll be back at the inn if you learn anything.
In what ways are people acting strangely?
You have to understand, I've known these people for years. Shared drinks with them, gone fishing. I thought we were friends. Then all of a sudden the mayor fires me. And now no one even has 2 words to spare. To me, that's strange.
You sure this has nothing to do with your drinking?
My drinking? By Moloch, no. I haven't had a drop in years until this happened. I quit a long time ago after I woke up with a skinny little wood elf in my bed.
Bro.
As for today, this is my last drink. Well, maybe one more.
There is no choice in the matter. The constable says we need your wagon and your horse.
But what will I do? If I can't haul grain, I can't make any coin. My family will starve.
Have you forgotten? You do want us to keep your family safe, do you not? I suggest you close your mouth.
What happened?
What in oblivion do you want? Unless you can haul it yourself, don't tell me you have a load of grain that needs to be ground at the mill. The constable's deputy just confiscated my damn wagon.
Is there a problem with the new constable?
Look, I don't know you and I don't need you meddling in my personal affairs. I'm not looking for trouble, and I'm not saying a single damn word about the new constable. You'll mind your own business if you know what's good for you.
Alright, dude. Whatever. Mail,
Welcome
alright.
to Fell's Run. Normally, we'd welcome you with open arms and throw a feast, but not this year. We had a terrible harvest, and times are hard. Might be better if you moved on and spent the night in North Point. Come back next year.
Why did you fire Constable Agazu?
She caught you out at the edge of town, eh? She feels betrayed, I know. I hope someday she understands. The last thing I wanted to do was hurt her. My wife and I both have always treasured her friendship.
What does your wife think about your decision?
My wife? Oh, she doesn't exactly know. Well, she's been sick. Yes, she's sick. Hasn't left the house for days. Poor thing. Yes, I should actually get in there and check on her. No time for idle gossip. Take care now.
Yep.
I think perhaps it's best if you go ahead and close up the shop early today, Lady Mondori. In fact, why don't you go ahead and do that now?
Yes, Constable Gavendir. I'll close up right away. Just don't do anything rash. Oh, hello there. You must be new in town. I'm sorry, but the jewelry shop is closed for today. Constable Gavendir's orders.
Why did the constable order you to close the shop?
Oh, I think he's worried about security. Yes, with the rumors of bandits robbing people on the road, we have to be careful. There's supposed to be a big parcel of amethysts coming in from the mine, too. Gods, I hope it gets here safely.
Have you noticed anything strange around town?
Strange? No, nothing at all. Why would you ask? Oh, well, there's Gaspar. He's a little soft in the head. He's run out of town and refuses to come back. I worry about him. He really should go back home.
If you're looking to buy something, go inside and speak to Sabir. I'm sure he has what you need.
No, I'm not coming. No, I'm not. Don't even ask. I'll come back, but only when Gaylord says it's safe. Yes, that's right. Only when Gaylord says. Gaylord told me to stay right here until then.
Who is Gaillard and why did he tell you to stay here?
Gaylord is my friend. He looks after me since my parents died. Gaylord said it isn't safe in town. Oh, no. That constable. Gaylord recognized him from Daggerfall. Said he was a bad man. Gaylord went to meet the constable, but never came back.
Where did he go to meet the constable?
Gaylord went to meet the constable in the constable's new house. Just there, to the south. Used to be the fisherman's house, but the constable took it. The fisherman just went away. I hope Gaylord didn't go away too.
Yeah, Gaylord is dead. Note from Sagaba. Leons, that was a brilliant stroke, getting yourself appointed constable with me as your bailiff. That will give the boys back at camp quite a laugh. I'm keeping my room at the inn, but Bolzog is guarding the hostages at the place you suggested. No one will find them there. I can't believe how well the plan is coming together, Sagabar. Bring the note to Constable Agazu, okay? Hello.
Oh, my head is pounding. 3 loaves of bread and I'm still foggy. I don't care what happens. Remind me to never drink that rum posset again. You were asking around town, though, about that toothless run of a constable. Did you learn anything?
I found this note.
Hostages? I knew those bastards were up to something. Damn. Constable Gavendian just left here with Lady Mondori. Bailiff Sagabar's still upstairs, though. We should try to get into his room and see what else we can find.
How do we get into the bailiff's room?
Well, I bought this sleeping draft so I could sleep off this headache, but I guess I won't be napping now. Take it upstairs and find a way to distract Sagabar. Slip it into his drink. Then follow him into his room before he passes out.
Alright, I can do that.
You know, I've been drinking at this inn for years, and I always sit in the same...
Oh, hello.
I do not understand why this inn is so popular with travelers. The beds are like rocks and the mead tastes like the sweat of a dog. I will not spend one night more here than is absolutely necessary.
Look, I have just about Oh, sorry. I thought you were that lecherous bailiff again. He tries to grope me every time I bring him a drink.
I see, you don't appreciate the bailiff's advances.
Gall and pox, of course not. I'm a barmaid, not a strumpet. Besides, I know his type. He may talk sweet, but get him behind closed doors and he turns mean. I try to avoid his kind.
Any idea how to distract him?
What, from looking at my bottom? If I knew how to make him stop, I would have done it hours ago. No, I just want him to leave me alone.
What do you say? You interested in having a bit of a laugh? I developed this little trinket to summon a Banekin. I thought it would impress the Archmage, but instead it got me kicked out of the Mage's College. I was thinking of testing the trinket here. You know, to frighten someone and have a laugh.
Maybe I could use the trinket to spook the bailiff. Wait.
You know, I've been drinking at this inn for years, and I always sit in the same chair, right over there. But that bothersome new bailiff made me leave. Said the table is his, and I should just drink over here. What an arse.
You want to help me distract him?
No, not me. I'm not what you'd call a brave man. When someone insults me, I much prefer to just send dirty looks and bad thoughts in their direction.
I do not understand why this inn is so popular with travelers. The beds are like rocks and the mead tastes like the sweat of a dog. I will not spend one night more here than is absolutely necessary.
I could distract him like this, or I could distract him with the mage. I think I'll do it with the mage for now.
What do you say? You interested in I developed this little trinket to summon a Banekin.
So maybe I could use
thought
the
it would
trinket to
impress the
spook the
Here,
bailiff.
I was thinking the barmaid. But if you're crazy enough to try it on the bailiff, all the better. Depending on how it works, maybe I'll go into business selling these things. Let's see how it works.
Oh, sweet Tuwaka, save me. It's a Banekin. Suddenly, I don't feel so well.
Sagawar's orders. Sagawar, have the miller's horse and a cart ready to go as soon as we have what we came for. As long as no one tries to be a hero, we should be in the clear. Tell Bolzak to keep the hostages at the old mill south of town. If he doesn't hear from us by midnight, he can start slitting their throats. Since the miller's given us so much trouble, Bolzak can kill his daughter either way. But when we send him word that we're clear of town, he should release the mayor's wife and the jeweler's son. And then meet... well, let me read. Then meet us back at the camp, Leon's. Okay, I see. He's hosting the mayor's wife. That's why the mayor appointed him a constable, I see.
Now that my skull's stopped pounding, I'm ready to crack someone else's. Did you find anything in that Red Guard's room? Do we know where they're holding the hostages?
Yeah, they're holding hostage at the old mill south of town.
All right. We've got to go get them. That's the most important thing. Did you find anything to explain why Gavendian went to all this trouble? He didn't do it so he could just steal my job, did he?
It's not exactly clear yet, but they're planning to make their escape at some point.
Then maybe I should stay here and rouse the bailiff. My head's clear, but my legs are still wobbly. You go to the old mill and free the hostages, while I drag Sagabar to the stocks. He'll tell me what they're planning, one way or another.
Alright, I'll go and free the hostages. Alright, there you are. Palette Normar.
Praise the Eight. Did you kick that stupid thug's teeth in? I don't know what was worse, being held hostage or smelling that ruffian's breath. What about the robbery, though? Did you stop them, or did they get away with the jewels?
What jewels?
You didn't know? That's why they were holding us. Gavendian was waiting for Loraviv Mondori's big amethyst parcel to come in. He was holding the three of us hostage to keep the town in line.
When were the amethyst scheduled to arrive?
Hours ago. That thug Bolzog was actually going to execute us if he didn't hear from that crooked constable soon. You really came just in time. We should hurry into town and see if we can't stop Gavendian.
Alright, let's go. Oh, this is Bolzog. Yeah, we got him.
You were the one who slipped that draft into my mug, were you not? I cannot believe I fell for that. This isn't right, you know. It was the oppressiveness of Red Guard society that drove me to become a bandit. Yeah, I blame society.
Shut up, dude. Hack
They were
grower.
using my mill, the bastards. And look what they did to the poor jeweler.
Poor Reuben. How will he ever get along without his mother?
Oh, they killed his mother. Oh, shit.
Poor mother. She didn't deserve this fate.
My husband and the others did what they thought was best. Who knew that dreadful Gavendian would go back on his word?
We did everything they told us to, but somehow we still failed. How will I ever make this right?
Damn bastard Gavendian. Did it all for the jewels. And got away with it, too. Yeah, he got me good. I'll survive, but he cut Loraviv's throat. He didn't have to. He just did it to prove a point. I thought I could be cruel, but he is a monster.
Is anyone else hurt?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe if I hadn't confronted him, he wouldn't have killed her. At least the hostages are all right. You did your part, and you did it well.
Thank you.
We can't let that maggot-eating bastard Gavendian get away with this. Old Sagabar wasn't so tough after he got into the stocks. He told me where Gavendian went, where their camp is.
You want me to go after him?
What I want to do is go after Gavendian myself. But that's not going to happen anytime soon, and I don't want him to slip away. If you're willing, then yes. Do whatever it takes. Just put him down. Oh, and retrieve the jewels, too.
Alright, I'll kill Gavendian and return with the jewels.
I feel terrible. Poor Loraviv. To die so young and so needlessly. It just isn't right.
Yeah.
Why? Why would they kill her? She was cooperating. She gave them the jewels.
I thought that if we just cooperated with them, everything would work out and no one would be hurt. Now I know. I will never bargain with bandits again.
If I was a few years younger, I'd go after Gavendian myself. That rotten coward. Killing an innocent woman. He deserves to die.
Someone needs to find that man Gavendian and make him pay.
Oh, who's this?
I've been waiting for my husband to return from North Point for weeks.
Oh.
If something happened to him, I just don't know what I would do with myself.
Hello, Gavendian.
There's always a hero in every town. They always come after me, and they always... Flank, now! Go around! Scatter!
Oh, I'm kind of fucked here.
Go around!
I need healing!
That was hard. Yeah. The damage is stolen from Fell's Run. Alright, I go back.
Sagabar and I were just making bets on whether you'd return. Looks like Sagabar's a two-time loser. Did you do it then? Did you kill Gavendian?
I killed Gavendian and brought the stolen jewels back.
I suppose it will do little to console young Reuben, but at least we can give Lady Mondori a proper funeral. I got my job back. The mayor's even increased my wages. You have my gratitude. By Moloch, you have the whole town's gratitude.
Pendant bestowed by Constable Aguza. Okay. I thought it was Agazu. Okay. Aguza for aiding the people of Feltron. Okay.
You are the one who...
Right, we need to do the lore book now, and Blood Fiends of Rivenspire, story of Princess Isolde.
If you're looking to buy something, go inside and speak to Sabir.
My mother had a passion for jewels and jewelry, and she built this business up from nothing. I never thought I'd wind up running it myself. Without her, I'm just not sure I have what it takes. I'm going to try, though.
I could use a break.
Oh, what is the High Elf doing here? Cool diddle. Well, I will be right back. Give me a second. bad guys. Sorry for making you wait. Emrazon.
What happened to Lady Mondori is unforgivable. Someone has to do something about Rivenspire's bandit problem.
Peter
They
Hand.
just have to.
Peter Hand bandits, they're a big problem.
I hope you made that man suffer. For what he did to Miss Mondori, he deserved a brutal end. Damn bandits. Now I'm just hoping my horse comes home.
Bloodfiends of Rivenspire by Nalana, advisor to House Tamrith. I've been tasked with learning everything that I can about the Bloodfiends that have been appearing throughout Rivenspire of late. These creatures appear to be exactly the same as other Bloodfiends we've examined in the past, but for all the similarities, they have one telling and significant difference. They appear at the beginning of the vampiric cycle instead of the end. Instead of appearing at the end of an otherwise long and grueling vampiric gestation period, this process changes ordinary citizens into feral monsters in a frighteningly short amount of time. It's almost like a fevered blood affliction that burns through individuals at an alarming rate. While not everyone who comes in contact with the catalyst becomes afflicted, those who do either turn into a vampire rarely or quickly spiral into the frenzied madness. 1 second. Back again. The most likely outcome. The investigator says that the blood fiends have a connection. Side of the frenzied madness that characterizes all blood fiends, the most likely outcome. My investigation suggests that these blood fiends have a connection to the Argonian Rizal Jewel and Lady Laria Montclair, the court magician of House Montclair and the daughter of Baron Wyland Montclair. I have been leading Montclair troops across Rivenspire. Troops that include vampires. There have been rumors of a blood curse, some sort of foul magic that allows Rizal Jewel and Laria to turn ordinary citizens into blood fiends with nothing but a glance, a wave of a hand, and a few muttered words. Eyewitness reports have been confused at best, and these claims have yet to be fully verified. As with the other blood fiends dealt with the past, the Rivenspire blood fiends are vampires that have gone insane. Their minds have degraded beyond recovery, and they attack anything that moves with no regard for their own well-being. They are feral, violent creatures driven by their carnal lust for bones and blood. This strain of the blood curse runs its course at an alarmingly rapid pace. I have documented instances of citizens being afflicted and turning feral in mere moments. How Rizal Jul and Laria came by this terrible power is unknown. What is known is that they seem to be oblivion bent on helping Baron Montclair conquer the entirety of Rivenspire. This unusual blood curse notwithstanding, the blood fiends operate as all others of their ilk. These wild, ferocious savages can and often do pass their affliction onto their victims. Anyone wounded or killed by a Rivenspire blood fiend has a significant chance of becoming a blood fiend, and in a remarkably short amount of time. Until I can gather more information, I can only recommend one course of action concerning the blood fiends of Rivenspire. They must be destroyed.
I sure do love fishing.
Audio Princess Isolde. This is Isolde Tamrith. This bit of propaganda was produced for House Tamrith and distributed while Countess Isolde was in the south, studying with the Order of Arche. Upon a time in the realm of Cutcap, there was a mighty king named Rolthrop, who ruled nobly and long. After many years, King Rolthrop felt himself getting old and started to think about what would happen to his realm after he was gone. Now this king was blessed with 2 sons, which normally would be a happy thing for an aged monarch. But in this case it was a problem, for the younger son, who had been born of his queen, Prince Pigeon, was weak-willed and indifferent. In contrast, the elder son, Prince Lancer, was bold and self-assured, and though his mother was of House Rithmat, the noblest in Cutcap, still Prince Lancer had undeniably been born out of wedlock. Now King Rolthrop was a wise king and did not try to conceal that he favored his elder son, Prince Lancer, as he was clearly the prince most fit to rule. But nonetheless, when the old king finally went to Etheria, some people felt that the milk-sopped Prince Pigeon should take the throne. But why? He's younger, right? I don't know whether these people were merely misguided or had some other reason why they thought the rulership of Cutcap should be undermined. Fortunately, wiser heads prevailed, and Prince Lancer was elected king of Cutcap by the Council of Nobles. Shortly after Lancer's accession to the throne, he met a demoiselle named Lady Vespire at a ball and fell in love. The lovely and clever Vespire was a daughter of House Rithmat, and after a brief courtship, King Lancer told his Council of Nobles that she would be his queen. However, Count Pigeon, the former prince, objected that this would not be proper, as King Lancer's mother had been a Rithmat, and by the law of consanguinity, the Lady Vespire was too close a relation for marriage. On this, the rest of the council agreed. The King Lancer was persuaded to set the young lady aside. Upon hearing this news, Lady Vespire disappeared, said to have been carried off into the forest by a coterie of Nixads, and though the king sent out search parties, his lost love was never found. In due course, the council recommended, for the sake of the dynasty, that King Lancer marry the young and healthy Lady Ignord of House Dull, and his heart broken, he agreed to. Lancer and Ignord were married, and King Lancer settled down to do his kingly duty by his new king. Within a few months, it was announced that King Ignord had borne King Lancer a child. A naming day festival was declared for the infant princess, and everyone important in the realm was invited. On the day of the celebration, all the goodly and great of Cutcaps come and laid presents at the foot of the cradle of Princess Ariel, for thus she had been named. But at the end of the line came someone no one recognized, a dire weird hag, hooded and cloaked and bearing a darksome flower. Now no weird hags had been seen in Cutcap since the year of Sun's death, but all feared her, and none dared bar her passage. The weird hag advanced to the prince's cattle, and when she came to its foot, she threw back her hood and cried, "Behold, King Lancer, it is I, Lady Vespire, now a weiress of the weird." The gaily clad crowd fell back in horror, for the formerly pretty Lady Vesper now sported a large nose disfigured by unsightly warts. By some oversight, you failed to invite me to your daughter's naming day, but I have come nonetheless. And look, I have bought the infant princess a present. What present is this? Said King Lancer. All a tremble, a dark slum flower. I like not its look. That's no surprise, your majesty, said the weird hag mockingly, for this is a forsaken rose, a blossom no one wants. I know what that is like, King Lancer, and so by curse shall your daughter. The horrible hag then dropped the misshapen bloom upon the baby and disappeared in a flash of fire and a cloud of evil-smelling smoke. So it came to pass. Princess Ariel grew up beautiful as a rose, but cross-grained and petulant. But she was nonetheless a princess of the north, so when King Emetic of the south came look for a bride, their troth was quickly plighted. But Count Pigeon had long made a habit of visiting the south and was a boon companion of King Emetic. And he pointed out to the king of south that Ariel was cross-grained and petulant. I don't know what that means. And he might make a stronger match by marrying the princess of Watchtower. In time, Emetic agreed. He broke his match with Ariel and promised himself to the princess of Watchtower. King Lancer, however, did not take this lightly, and swore he would go to war upon the oath-breaking king of the south. Ah, I see now. It's King Emmerich. The Princess of Watchtower is the Princess of Sentinel, Queen Mariah. And Lancer's daughter had some problem. Ariel had some problem. Cross-grained and petulant. I don't know what that means, but... And this is why Emmerich didn't marry her. Ah. And swore he would go to war upon the oath-breaking king of the south, and he made lawful war upon King Emetic. Oh, that's why. Because, okay, so this lore book makes sense because this Vespire, Lady Vespire, was rejected by King Lanza because she was too close a relative, whatever, because she's from the same house as King Lanza's mother. So it was rejected. And she cursed King Lanza's daughter to have the same fate, be rejected. So she was rejected by King Emmerich of Oirest. And that's why he married. Okay, it's like a cycle, it comes back. Wow. Okay. And he made lawful war upon King Emmerich, but at the Battle of the Tor, Lancer was betrayed by one of his own generals. King Lancer was slain, as his crown and Princess Arael both disappeared, and never since the throne of Cutcap was stood empty. Cutcap is Rivenspire, I think. But Cutcap, if you reverse it, it's called CapCut. And CapCut is a very famous video editing program. Okay, but some say when King Lancer was born, a twin sister likewise saw the light of the world, but was spirited away by a weird hag to be raised in the forest. And this child, the daughter of both Rolthrop and Rithmat, herself bore a daughter who was brought back to her maternal family. And this daughter was named Countess Eselde. Ooh. And if the truth were told, all would know that her real title should be Princess Eselde, and she, and no other, is the rightful heir to the throne of Cutcap. However, that is a tale of her people to. That is a tale for her people to tell. Okay. I don't know. This was written in a very awful way, emetic, and I don't know what Cutcap is. Should be Rivenspire, but it gives you hints that what happened, why the Rancers won't happen, why Emmerich rejected Rance's daughter, because of the curse by the woman or the hag, the turned woman, that is a Lady Vespera. She actually cursed. I wonder what this is. Emerald Chalice. Okay. But anyways, I will start the quest North Point in Peril, and we do the other surrounding quests after that. Oh. Hello.
Nice of you to finally join us. Those damn Montclairs have locked me out of my own city. If any of my people have been hurt, I'll kill Montclair and his daughter with my bare hands.
What can I do to help?
You know how to get things done. Join up with Scordo and help him find a way into the city. I'll keep the troops on alert and ready to move on your signal.
Why would they take over North Point?
North Point is an important trading center, with many House Dorel holdings. Whoever controls the city controls the northern region of Rivenspire. If I were Oblivion bent on conquering the area, it's certainly what I would do.
Can we expect any help inside the city?
My son, Elec, was in charge while I was at Shornhelm. If he's still alive, he must be somewhere inside the city. Beyond that, the entire populace is loyal to House Dorel. But I have no idea what kind of forces Montclair set loose within my city.
Do you know who's commanding Montclair forces?
Reports indicate that Baron Montclair hasn't been seen in weeks, though this mess has his fingerprints all over it. His daughter Larea, on the other hand, isn't afraid to show her face. We're assuming she's in command here.
What can you tell me about Larea?
Prior to her mother's illness, she was a charming young woman, a real magic-using prodigy. Now it's like she's been replaced by a dark seducer. Men and women will do anything to please her. And she's shown a remarkable affection for extreme cruelty.
Where should I look for Scordo?
I sent Scordo and a small group to establish a secure base among the farmhouses outside the city.
Okay.
He's supposed to find a way into North Point and then send us a signal. Since that hasn't happened yet, I assume he's still working on it.
Who did Scordo take with him?
Countess Tamrith went with him. Against my better judgment, I might add. And that fancy knight Darien decided to tag along. He's gotten rather friendly with Scordo since he arrived. I hope they can slip inside, or this is going to be a long siege. You walked into the wrong farmhouse, Montclair!
The fuck, dude? I'm not Montclair.
Well, kiss a troll and call me Pumpkin. I know you from Shornhelm. Did Baron Dorel send you? I was the orc in the cage. Not my most shining moment, but it's not like I'm a noble or anything. No matter. I'm just glad you're here.
Yeah, I saved you from that cage, I remember. Why are you dressed as a Montclair soldier?
It's a disguise. What's wrong? Don't you like it? Is my helmet on crooked or something? We're going to sneak into North Point. Not usually my approach, but Countess Tamrith and Darien helped us get this far.
Where is Darien?
No idea. He went to scout around and hasn't come back yet. So far, we've learned the patrols outside the city consist of untrained fighters.
Oh, my bad, I misclicked.
Well, it said this. No idea. He went to scout around and hasn't come back yet. So far, we've learned the patrols outside the city consist of untrained fighters with orders to keep people away. Only the officers seem to know what's going on inside.
Have you found a way to get inside yet?
I suggested busting a hole in the wall, but the Countess decided we should save that as a last resort. Darien went out to search while we took care of the farmers. They came to us for help, and you know how the Countess feels about refugees.
Hello.
May the light bathe and bless these people. May it guide their way and grant peace to those they have lost.
Will the leader of House Tamrith really be a part of this mission?
I promise to serve the people of Rivenspire, my friend. That doesn't mean I get to sit in a tower and make others take all the risks. Besides, these poor farmers are in need of a healer, and that just happens to be one of my specialties.
Have you learned anything since you've been out here?
Not much, I'm afraid. The soldiers we captured won't give up any secrets. But we do know they are totally committed to Larea Montclair. Darien went out to see if he could learn more. He's been gone for a long time, and I'm starting to get worried.
I'll try to find Darien.
I'd appreciate that. Look toward the eastern farmsteads. Montclair's forces seem to be concentrated in that area, so it stands to reason that Darien would be curious about what they're doing there. Just be careful, and don't give away our presence.
Do your worst, lackey to a foreign crown. I won't tell you anything.
Will you tell me at least your rank?
Well, I guess that would be all right. I am a guard of the First Order, a member of the Blood Talon Cloaks of House Montclair. More than that, you won't get out of me.
Why did Larea seal off Northgate?
What part of I won't tell you anything didn't you understand? You can't get me to betray our beautiful Lady Larea. I obey her commands. I would even die for her. Now either kill me or leave me be.
Which is your sword hand, soldier?
Why could that possibly matter?
I guess you really won't answer my questions. Guess I'll have to cut off both your hands.
Really? Your beloved Countess would never stand for that. You're bluffing.
I had no problem slicing Rizal Jewel, and you, my friend, are no Rizal Jewel.
You're the one? You killed Rizal Jewel? I'm just a guard. The officers know what's going on, but they never tell us anything. All I can tell you is they have a camp to the east, on the coast. If you want information, you have to talk to an officer.
Okay.
Not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Can you believe it? The officers won't tell us a thing. We're not even allowed in the city.
If you have a problem, go talk to Captain Kala. I saw her giving that new transfer a piece of her mind.
Oh my god.
Can you believe it? The officers won't tell us a thing. We're not even allowed in the city.
If you have a problem, go talk to Captain Kala.
I saw her giving that new transfer a piece of her mind.
I saw that. She dragged the poor guy into the officer's quarters. I haven't seen either of them since.
Darian? I see Darian as the poor guy, yeah. Commander Highline. Oh my god. What's inside it? Officer's quarters key. A key that opens the officer's quarters outside North Point. Okay. What is this? Doral farmhouse. Okay. Destroyed though. Oh, what the? Captain Kala? She's naked in the bed and... Oh. He charmed her.
I was wondering when you were gonna show up.
What the fuck?
Want a bite?
What's going on here?
Reconnaissance, but keep your voice down. No need to wake the good captain. And know what I learned? There's not a single guard in North Point. Not a one. Lorea ordered them to get out and to keep everyone away.
Is that all?
Isn't that enough? I was fairly proud of that bit of espionage. But you're right, there's more. The good captain here let slip that there's a smuggler's tunnel. Leads right into the heart of the city. It's our best option for getting inside.
Okay.
My, Sedarian. That was impressive. But when it comes to smugglers' tunnels, I think there's a thing or two I can teach you.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. Why don't you find out what our vampire vixen is talking about?
Yeah.
I must say, Darian certainly has a way with the ladies.
Yeah.
That's not how I'd go about extracting information from the enemy, but I can't fault his results. The old smuggler's tunnel should lead into the city, if we can get through it.
What do you mean?
Well, the smugglers who used the tunnels installed a gate. Gives them a monopoly on the black market in North Point. The tunnel will get us into the city, if we can get past the locked gate.
Any idea where we can find a key?
The smuggler boss is a tough pirate. Goes by the name of Lagra. If anyone has a key, it's her. But the Montclairs attack any boats that approach the city. There are wrecks up and down the coast. If Lagra's still alive, that's where we'll find her.
Okay.
It's a lot worse. Sometimes a little lie saves a ton of explanation.
Let's kill this one boss. Oh my god, this light attacks is killing me. No, this guy's in adventurer difficulty. The lowest of difficulties, so. And he's still dying. Kinda sad. Yeah, I might just kill it in adventure difficulty. It's nothing. Yeah, it doesn't do any damage. Remnant of Light. Being an alien tract, translated by Baradalmo the Signifier. In that minute or aeon of blood, an emerald brought Lord Philestis the Remnant of Light at Otaraku Alata. Okay, so the Remnant of Light was brought by Anumeril. Okay, and begged him to take it to the cold sunset limit. Falsorn Glatha of Tambriel. Noble Philestis took the remnant and with his clan or livestock left Quirotil and travelled far. He kept the sunset always in his leftmost eye. Philestis was followed or pursued by the alien immigrants. They came to a land of cold rocks and swam ashore. Benched, burnt, the rocks were cold, hard, but the remnant of light made all fertile or wriggling. Many of the emigrants fell ill, but the light caused the rocks or mountains to bloom footstone, Kuleanda, which was tongue-sweet and made healing. Philestis desired the remnant of light to smile, glow warm. All of the cold rocks of the emigrants, now strong with radiance, raised mountain or pinnacle to affix it upon. This was collated in 880 minutes or eons. They did all the cold rocks bloom footstone, and every immigrant was healthy, impregnated, and sharpened. After a long time, months wasted lying, noble Philestis was eaten by death, and in aftermath, the emigrants each cried a blue lake. But his helpmeet took him to the mountain or pinnacle where was the remnant of light. Then Philestis was strong with radiance and danced for 8 more crosses. Okay, it's a bit hard to decipher, but understand. Okay, let's see. Message in a bottle. Of all the audacity, they attacked my ship, and for no reason we're approaching North Point, heading for the tunnel, when Montclair's troops attacked us. If this is because someone robbed Lady Larai again, I'll make sure heads roll in the thieves' quarter. We're taking on water, but I'm going to try to get the ship as close to ashore as I can, just in case I'm hiding my key to the tunnel in the bowels of my ship. If I'm going down to the bottom of the sea, I'm taking my damn key with me. We're approaching the northern shore. If we make it, we'll meet up at the usual place and discuss our options. Why is Montclair on the rampage, and where's Doral? I thought we had an arrangement. Damn the man. Well, if we do sink, don't you dare come looking for my key. I swear my ghost will haunt this wreck and take vengeance on anyone who trespasses on my ship. You have been warned, Captain Lagra. Find the sunken ship. Okay. Lagra's Pearl. Okay, I see. So, I will stop this video here. It's a good video. See you guys in the next one. Cheers.